Ice cream. You have to hurry on ice cream because it will, just melt down. And when you put it in the freezer, it just freeze right over. See, most of those ice creams, the Edie's, we weren't able to salvage. I think one or two we were, but the rest it was just too melted. The Lean Cuisine was delicious. Lean Cuisine's a good brand. That soda tasted nasty, I believe. But it wasn't because it was bad, it's just because it's a crappy soda brand. Those Haagen-Dazs were great. That's just top quality right there. I remember I took a few bites out of one right after we got it. I think that was at like an Eckerd's or a Save Right or something. I really don't want to get too much into naming the places. It's just important for yourself, if you're interested in doing this, to look out at different places and see what they have. Because, if I tell you this place and this place, that place in your area may not have all that stuff. Magazines. I thought, well, why the hell not? Get some magazines. Some reading material for the toilet trips. So, yeah. That planner was interesting because it had a lot of stuff written inside of it. I finally threw it away, but I read a lot of the stuff. It was from a realtor who had went out of business, and this is late 2008. This is when the huge economy collapse happened. He also had that hat, that nice Nike hat that I sometimes wear. It's like a mesh, and it's a fitted hat, and yeah, he's out of business. And he had a cute little poem to his dog that I liked. I never got around to reciting that, I believe, online, but I liked it. I thought it was cute. But yeah, People. I like People. All these other women magazines, not so much. There's a man's magazine, I believe, with a basketball player, but I think it was quite boring. Allure, Self, Shape, O. Women magazines are just so simply named, aren't they? That kind of tells a lot about what's going on. Keep it simple, ladies. We'll keep it simple for you. Yeah. We didn't really get much use of the African Best Relaxer system. Oh. There's a ceramic wall plaque, which I probably smashed. The cereal bar was good. That was a good apple. There's some kind of like weird flag or banner that's wrapped underneath everything. Some of that stuff is food for fishes, like those starfishes are like overnighters for fishes, and the left is more fish food. You actually see the insignia of the company we got this from, if you look real close. And Nature Valley trail mix bars, those are delicious. Really good. The fruit and nut weren't that good, but they had some peanut butter, and there were some that we got one time that had like it was like a cream, or it was like a cream on the underneath side that was hardened. Gosh, those are delicious. These actually help with weight loss because I get to eat a few bars in the morning and have my calories for the morning taken care of. That chair, it was a nice chair. Still have it. I had no problem with. The only problem I had with it was this kind of tearing from the underneath part, but I was able to switch out a different leg underneath it. So that's why it probably got thrown out. More fountains. That little weird Tupperware thing is a gag gift thing. There's a small space heater. I don't think that worked. I don't think the Craig's thing worked. The Craig's little tape recorder. Sexiest Fantasies worked fine. Thank you very much. I always found that funny. The smell was really strong on that stuff. It was just really strong. I never really used any. I thought about using like some in the letters I send and packages I send. So maybe a few times I'll use it. The top was off of it. That's why they had to get rid of it. But it was filled. I think that alarm clock worked for a while, but then went out. I mean, the big thing with all this stuff is you gotta test it and see for yourself, and then hell, it becomes your trash and you throw it out. It's no big deal. It's not like you're not. To me, it's like recycling, but you also produce some trash too sometimes when you can't use what you find. So if I had a fancy name for this, like active recycling, and drove around in a van and told people I was gonna help recycle their trash, I could probably actually get in, without going at night, probably clean up because everyone's so gung-ho about recycling. But because I don't, because I'm driving around in a dark van at night, hopping out with flashlights and a few containers, I look kind of suspicious. Compared to something, if I just worded it differently, they would let me do anything I wanted back there. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how that works? It's just funny how you go about things and how different reactions are summoned when you do different things. Next picture, please. But most of the stuff didn't work, sadly. But you gotta try it. You don't know if you don't try. Bingo. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of candy there. See, this is the problem. You get a lot of candy. There's some donuts. Donuts were great. Those, you'll see on the left and right, you'll see these like peanut butter bars, chocolate bars, but they're for like diabetics. But I believe I ate them anyway. Alright, you'll see what's wrong with that orange package to the right is, see, you have that white fuzz on it, and that white fuzz is mold. And guess what? If you take it out and get rid of it and separate it from the others will hold up for a few more days. Weeks even, maybe sometimes. There's some Mrs. Phil cookies. There's Gushers all over the place. Oh gosh. See, that was the thing. I was like, oh, must eat Gushers right now. There's Fig Newtons. Some kind of peanut thing. That peanut bar was kind of weird. It was kind of hard. It was just really hard. It was like a peanut brittle bar, in fact. So they should call it. There's so much stuff here. I really... there's some Uncle Ray's potato chips to the left. They're really good. Uncle Ray's makes a quality potato chip. There's some coffee beans. Just a lot of it's junk, though. I see a roll-up there. I know I ate that roll-up that night, and that's the problem. It's the sweets and being up so late. It just messes with you. And, it just really became a roadblock in my losing weight. This is titled 12/29/2008, so that gives you an idea of what time this was around. This is a little after Christmas.